Hey y'all, so in this video, this is going to be 10 ways to remove negative items from your credit report. So make sure that y'all stick around to the end of this video, hit that thumbs up button, like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below if you're liking these type of videos. Now, Now, a little bit of background information about myself. My name is Ty Norris. I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and I help people who are struggling with their credit. A little bit backstory about myself. I got into credit repair because I got tired of giving my money to different people and not getting results. So from there on, that made me start to look into credit and start to look for ways that I could take to actually get the results and be able to qualify for funding and be able to accelerate my life the way how I wanted it to. Because I got tired of credit stopping me from being able to get homes, being able to get credit cards, being able to get loans and other things. And I just want to, help other people as well. Now, if you're also looking to be able to start yourself and start to repair your own credit, make sure that you look in the description below, because I am the owner of the Wealth Blueprint community, which is the #1 community on school, where I actually teach other people how to fix their credit in as little as 7 days. Like some of my clients that I'm about to put on the screen right here, you can actually see that they were able to sweep their entire TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. That's correct. All 3 bureaus in as little as 7 days. So let's dive straight into it, man. And like I said, man, y'all stick around to the end of the video. If you're trying to get approved for a home loan, auto loan, or even a business loan, but it's hard because your credit is looking like a crime scene, man, it's time for us to just go ahead and fix that. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Real talk, man, because all these banks and all these major corporations, all they're doing is just eating off of us, man. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be right in your shoes as well, too, man, struggling with bad credit, trying to figure out ways how I can be able to remove these negative items. I just didn't know what to do. But, man, it's time to flip the script. Let's get on the other side of the table, and I'm about to show you 10 expert ways to remove negative items from your credit report. So all I need for you to do is just stay locked in, take notes, and by the end of this video, you're going to know step by step what to do to get these negative items off of your credit report that's stopping you from achieving the goals that you want to achieve. So before we get started, what I want everybody to do, go down to the comment section. Let me know that y'all ready to start. So just comment the word start so I know that y'all are actually serious. And if you ask me any questions, I can look back to it and I'll know that you actually watched the video because you commented start. And then make sure that you like and subscribe to the video and the channel as well. And we about to go ahead and get straight into this. So step 1 is going to always be checking your credit report, because how are you going to get the negative items off of your credit report if you don't even know what negative items are on your credit report, right? So first step is number 1, checking your credit report like a boss. So how are you going to do that? In my description below, I'm going to also have my smart credit link. Only thing what you got to do is click the smart credit link below. You get a 7-day free trial for $5.99. And basically, it's going to pull all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and it's going to show you what negative items you have posting on all 3. So therefore, you can find what's reporting to what, right? That's always going to be step 1. Because you can't fix what you can't see. A way how you can actually pull it for free, if you would like to pull it for free, is also go to annualcreditreport.com. If you go there, they will allow you to pull your credit report absolutely for free. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, they the only ops that we're going to have, right? Those are the only people who we need to see what they got to say about us. What negative items are they reporting about us? So we definitely need to see what they have on our credit report so we can get the negative items off. I mean, we can't fight a battle that we can't see. So like I said, the one that I highly recommend everyone to do is just pay that $5.99, click the link below and go ahead and get started with that. With smart credit, that's the best way to do it. But if you do the free, if you go to the annualcreditreport.com website where you can pull it for free, then I can't really say how current it is. Once you pay the $5.99, it's going to pull your credit report. So it's up to you as far as which route you decide to go. And some of the main things what you want to look for while you're looking at your credit report is you want to look at wrong names, wrong addresses, anything that doesn't match with what you have in real life, you know. So any old addresses that's tied to any old accounts, I will go ahead and dispute all of that, you know, because that's just going to make it easier to get those items removed off of your credit profile. And once you find these negative items and they're not matching up between Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, you want to highlight those so you can actually send it in to the credit bureaus and to the CFPB, so that way they will actually get these negative items removed. All right, and then going straight into step two. Step two is dispute everything, bro, and make them actually prove that it was you, right? And then a lot of times, and I ain't even gonna lie, man, like 99% of the time, they can't even prove that it was you, because a lot of stuff nowadays was either done online, or even if you went in person and did it, they don't have no camera footage of you signing no paperwork. So just go ahead and dispute everything and make them actually prove that it was you. Credit bureaus only have 30 days to prove that those negative items belong to you. And if they can't prove it, then it gets deleted. How to dispute online, to me, is the weakest method that you can really do. Nobody really getting results off by going to Credit Karma, placing disputes online, or getting results by just going on Experian.com, placing disputes. That's one of the weakest methods that you can use. Now, mailing the letter, certified mail with a tracking number, that hit different. Phone, calling them folks, now that right there can really apply some pressure too. And what you want to say is, this account is inaccurate. Provide verification, or I need it deleted, right? You got to really call them and apply some pressure to really get these items removed. And if they plan, you can keep applying pressure. And I'm about to show you some articles right now that you can actually read up on, and it's going to show you how and sometimes what to say to even get these items removed. Let's pull it up and dive straight into it. All right, guys. So this right here is the CFPB. These right here, right? These are them big dogs. All right. So not only do you want to actually dispute these items that's on your credit report by mail, but you also want to file a report with the CFPB, because these are the ones who are going to actually put that gasoline behind you and actually make them take it serious. Right now, if you look, this, like, if you heard anything about these Experian lawsuits or any of that stuff like that, it's from the CFPB. These guys are like the police. These are the real bullies of these bureaus. So once you really get on the phone and start mailing in disputes and actually include all of this behind it, they're going to know that you know what you're talking about. And then they're going to start removing them items. So how... And then this was last reviewed December the 12th of 2024. So this article isn't even, 3 months old. So how do I dispute an error on my credit report? You have the right to dispute errors on your credit report. Fixing an error generally means contacting both the credit reporting company and the company that provided the information. First, dispute the information with the credit reporting company or companies. If you identify an error with your credit report, you should start by disputing the information with the credit reporting company, Experian, Equifax, and or TransUnion. You should explain in writing what you think is wrong, why, and include copies of documents support your dispute. You can also use our instructions and template letter as a guide. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, if you start sending in template letters and stuff like that, you're not going to get nothing removed. Now, hopefully a lot of y'all are already familiar with ChatGPT. You can actually have ChatGPT draft you up a custom letter so it won't be a template format. Key tip. If you mail the dispute, your dispute letter should include contact information for you, including your complete name, address, telephone, phone number, credit report, confirmation number if available. Remember, you should already have this because you went to Smart Credit and you got your credit profile and you showing how everything ain't even reporting, the account numbers and stuff not even matching up. You want to actually look at this and find reasons, guys. That's the only way how it works. Each error you want fixed, including the account number of any account you may be disputing. Clear explanation on why you are disputing this information. You would have got your letter from ChatGPT. You can easily go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I have an account with this much blase, And can you write me a dispute letter because it's not mine and I believe that it was due to identity theft or anything? And ChatGPT will actually write it. Request that the information be removed. I don't really want to correct it, so I actually always request for it to be removed. All right. A copy of the proportion of your credit report that contains the disputed items with the disputed items circled or highlighted, which you should have already done by now. Copies, not originals, of documents that support your position. You can choose to send your dispute letter by certified mail and ask for a return receipt so that you have a record that your letter was received. You can contact Nationwide Credit Reporting Companies online, by mail or by phone. And then here's the ways how you can do it. Like I said, the online disputes, they don't really get anything done. Me personally, I always get my letters. I get a copy of my ID, my social, and then I submit a complaint right here on the CFPB website, print that off, and then I usually mail it in to the bureaus as well. I like to take strong steps. And if you guys would like this done for you, like I said, join my community, my school community, $97 a month once you join. And then you'll see links inside where I actually offer this done for you service. Now, so it's either one or two ways. It's either you can just join the school community, do it yourself, because I have the methods and the templates and the forms and everything you need inside of there. Or, like I said, I have a done for you method inside of my school community as well too. So as soon as you join, I'll be there to help you. Now, if you're struggling with, let's say, late payments, right? You don't want to get the whole account deleted because you only have 2 late pays. Another way that you can take would be creating Goodwill letters, right? So what's a Goodwill letter? What you can do is go to ChatGPT and have them create you a Goodwill letter, or you can just go straight online and just go to Google and type in free Goodwill letter. So let's dive straight into that method. All right. So if you got a late pay, but you normally been good, you can ask them to take it away out of Goodwill. The best way is hit them with a letter or call and say, I've been a loyal customer. I had a tough time, but I'm back on track. Can you remove the late payment as a courtesy? Some would say yes. Some would say no, but the best thing to do is always going to be keep trying. Now, miss the payment, try writing a Goodwill letter to remove it from credit reports. This article right here is a Nerd Wallet. It's an article, Finance Goodwill Letter. You can see it right there if y'all would actually come back to it. I also have it in the description below. So that way you'll actually be able to come back and reference to this letter. But it's going to explain to you what a Goodwill letter is, a late payment removal letter. Do Goodwill letters work? Certain banks like Chase and Bank of America state that they will not honor a late payment removal letter because they are legally obligated to report a complete history of your financial behavior to each of the credit bureaus. But some consumers have reported success that they've sent in Goodwill letters. Now, inside of my community, inside of my school community, I have other ways to do besides this Goodwill letter, but that is proven to work as well. But how to write a late payment removal letter. This right here is a real quick template. Like you could just copy and paste this as well. But the fact that it's on this Nerd Wallet website, me personally, I would just go to ChatGPT. But you would put your name, your address, the account number, who would make concern, and you could fill this straight out in hopes to get the late payment removed, guys. So hopefully this helps anyone if you're struggling with a late pay. Now, you can also do a pay to delete method. Now, with the pay to delete method, it's a little different because you're going to call them and try to settle and make them you're basically going to try to negotiate with them and get them to release the debt, for a lesser amount. But you want to make sure that while you're on the phone with them, that they're going to also delete it as well. That's a key point to it. You don't want them to update it as paid off, you know what I'm saying? And then the collection is still showing on your credit report. You want to actually make sure that you pay to delete. Now, some creditors will actually delete it if you offer to pay for a delete. Because, we all know the saying, money rule the world. So it's going to be the same thing whenever it comes to getting these negative items off your credit report. If you're willing to pay, that's really the fastest way. But if not, like I said, you can always dispute it and be able to get everything removed, which I teach inside of my paid community. Now, if you're going to also go to pay to delete method, make sure that you get it in writing first. Now, before you send them that money, because phone records get lost and be a whole bunch of hassle back and forth. But you want to make sure that you get it in writing first before you make that payment. So an example of once you make that phone call, you could just call and say like, hey Bobby, hey Bobby Consultant, I see that you're on my credit report and it's for $500, right? I would like to know is if I can pay it today, will you delete it off of my credit report? Now, if of course they're going to say, yeah, we'll take the 500. And then from there, you want to make sure that you get it in writing. If they refuse to give it to you in writing, then no deal, walk away. And I promise you, they're going to get it to you in writing. Now, here's an article that can also help you with this along the way. Can you pay to remove a bad credit report item? Pay to delete can sometimes remove negative information from your credit report, but it may not be worth it. Now, in this guide right here, it tells you key takeaways from this article. Pay for delete is an agreement with a creditor to pay all or part of an outstanding balance in exchange for the creditor removing negative information from your credit report. Credit reporting laws allow accurate information. Credit reporting laws allow accurate information to remain on your credit history for up to 7 years. Credit repair companies will work on your behalf to contact the credit bureaus or creditors and request fixes or removals. You can do your own credit repair at no cost, but it will be time consuming, right? And then this is going to explain to you what a pay to delete is, how it works. And then you can also get templates for these as well, but it really is no templates. All you really need is scripts for a pay to delete because you're calling, negotiating, getting it in writing. It is going to be a little bit time consuming, but the work can get done. Is it worth it on my end? I always, like I tell a lot of people, let's just say, for instance, that you was 30,000 in debt and when you was able to get 25,000 deleted through dispute process. The other 5,000, you could probably negotiate it down to like a close 3,000, but or you could just keep fighting it, but to me, that's kind of worth it. You got out of $30,000, $50,000 credit card debt with only $3,000. So to me, that was kind of worth it. Now, option 5. Now, with this one, you can always use the law. Now, because it is certain laws that protect you if you know them and you know in a proper way to enforce them. Now, we're gonna dive straight into that as well. But you can always step to them with the law, just as if you was a lawyer. All right, so on this site right here, this is actually the FTC. I'm pretty sure that if you're starting to look into credit repair, you've probably already done seen those letters before, those alphabet boys. You already done seen them, the Federal Trade Commission. Now, the FDCPA, the Fair Credit Collection Practices Act, that's whenever you're going to be going into your laws. They say that if they cannot verify the debt, then it must be deleted. If they cannot verify the debt, then it must be deleted, right? Now, one, you're going to send them a debt validation letter. If you don't have that, you can get all of these letters from ChatGPT. ChatGPT will actually draft that up for you. If they can't prove that you owe it, then they must delete it. It got to be deleted. Ain't no other way around that. If they keep harassing you, sue them and you'll get paid $1,000 per incorrect item. Now, on here, debt collection frequency asked questions. Is the debt collector calling? What can you do? What are your rights? The Fair Credit Collection Practices Act, the FDCA, makes it illegal for debt collectors to abuse unfair or deceptive practices when they collect debts. Here are some answers to frequently asked questions about your rights. Now down here, they're going to tell you your rights, how to report to a debt collector, what to know about old debts. Now, because if you don't know the laws, then they're going to do anything. because you don't know. Just like whenever, if you were to get arrested, they tell you straight up, anything you say or do will be used against you. But then you go on camera talking, and then once you go and get a lawyer, now the lawyer fighting against what you said. So, if you don't know, then you don't know. But this right here is what all you need to know about debt collection, and it'll actually, help you. Can't contact you for 8 a.m. or 9 p.m. unless you agree to it. Can't contact you at work. If you tell them that you're not allowed to get calls there, they cannot contact you by email or text message if you ask them to stop. Can't call you more than 7 times within a 7-day period or within 7 days after talking to you by phone about a particular debt. Can't privately message you on social media if you ask them to stop. It's so many things that they violate and they do to collect the debt, because people don't know. So what they're going to do, they're going to do whatever they feel like doing. Right. So the first line of defense is going to be to always go through all these steps, man. Learn the law first. So that way, once you go to them, you can get these items removed. And it's not that hard once you actually learn the law. Now, repaying debts is going to also help you on here too as well. What to know about lawsuit garnishment, everything, guys. This is a strong article, and this is from the feds. This is from the Federal Trade Commission, Consumer Advice. So this is the actual law that's helping. So step 6 is going to be to remove charge-offs. Charge-offs actually hurt your credit report bad, but guess what? Here's how you remove them. The main way would really just be to dispute it using ChatGPT letters, or like I said, if you join my community, I have templates and other ways and other methods that you can use to get them removed. Because if they can't prove it, they have to delete it. Always remember that. Negotiate with a pay for a delete. Call them if it's $500. Ask them would they take $50 or $100 or $200. It won't hurt. But remember what I told you. Make sure that you get it in writing that they're going to delete it before you pay a dime. Use the method of verification loophole. Write them a verification letter. Like, you want to actually see this in writing. Like, verify that it's me. Unless you send me a picture of me doing this or whatever. No, that wasn't me, gang. I was not on that computer. I don't know who submitted that. That was identity theft. Prove it. If they can't verify it, then it must be removed. Step 7, getting late payments erased. The best strategy for late pays would be Goodwill letters and phone calls. Dispute any inaccuracies on your credit reports, period, man. Because, sometimes, man, banks just be tripping. So make sure that you dispute everything and make them prove it. And then sometimes just even make a deal with them. Say, hey, if you remove that late pay, I'll set up auto pay. You know what I'm saying? It won't hurt to ask. They might be cool with it. They might not. But hey, it won't hurt to ask if you're trying to actually keep that account. Just call and make them a deal. Ask them, is it a certain amount that you could pay? What could it really do? Make them feel bad. Tell them like, hey man, look, this is really messing up my life. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to close this account. I done had it for a long time. This late pay messing me up. Please, I want to keep this account. Please work with me. It was only one, and eventually you might get the results. If not, hang up, get another representative. But that's always a method that you can use too as well. Step 8, hard inquiries, man. Hard inquiries is just basically whenever banks check your credit to see if you was approved for an auto loan or a personal loan, credit card, whatever. An inquiry is basically shows the day, and it doesn't show the time, but the date whenever they pulled your credit report to see if you was approved. And one thing about hard inquiries, if too many, it looks like you're desperate. Look at inquiries like your body count. Nobody wants a high body count. So therefore, you want to make sure you keep those inquiries to a minimum. Now, if you join my school community, I do have methods to be able to get all inquiries removed within 24 hours. Now, but you want to make sure that you get those inquiries removed. And another way is just dispute it within the bureaus. Because if you don't have an open account with that hard inquiry, they can't prove that was you who did it. You can actually pick up the phone, call, or file a complaint with the FTC or the CFPB and actually get those hard inquiries removed as well. All right, step 9 was really like the one that I really don't really tell a lot of people do, but settle it the right way. Actually pick up the phone and pay off a lot of the debt. And if you're settling the debt, make sure that they're going to take it off of your report. Like I said, always get it in writing before you send a dime. If you're going to go that route and just pay everything and just do everything the honest way, then just make sure that you got it in writing and those negative accounts are going to go away. And get them to market as paid in full, not settled for less. Because paid in full will look good and like an on-time account. Settled for less looks like it was a charged off and they just settled. So do not let them get you like that. And then step 10, which is the number one step everybody's been waiting for, add new positive accounts. Some positive accounts that you can get, just to name a few, would be like Credit Strong, Tomo Booster, Rent Reporters. That's just 3. I actually have a list of 15 great credit builders inside of my school community what will actually help you increase your credit score once you get all the negative items removed. You want to also add some secured credit cards as well, maybe some secure loans. If you're not familiar with what secure loans is, you can actually go to your bank. Now, I mean, if you're using Cash App or Chime or something like that, then I highly suggest you joining my school community as well. And actually, I have a secret sauce in there to where you will be able to get you a Navy Federal account as well. 100% success rate. No one, I haven't had anyone not be able to get a Navy Federal yet from joining my school community. But besides getting the secure cards and secure loans, you can also ask somebody to allow you to become an authorized user, piggyback off of their account. And if you need help with finding authorized user accounts, high limit credit card accounts, then I actually sell them as well inside of my school community. I have a whole list of them. Now, for the people who are wondering what are authorized users is, let's say that your mom had a credit card for 10 years with perfect payment history. If she adds you as an authorized user, now that perfect 10-year payment history goes on your credit profile and it shoots your credit score through the roof. So authorized users are always a backdoor method to be able to increase your credit score. Some more credit builder loans are going to be like Self, Kickoff. All those are great ones, man. Ava. A lot of those are a lot of great credit builder accounts, y'all. Once you got those negative ones off, you just want to stack good stuff on the profile. At least 7 to 8 good credit profiles would be awesome for your credit profile once you got all of the negative items off. Now, what I need y'all to do is, since you have all 10 of these steps, let me know which one of these steps worked out for you, which one was the best way, and I want y'all to run the play. Once you have once you have kicked off all those negative items and added those great credit builder accounts, I actually help people get funding. I help people get access from anywhere to $50,000 to $300,000, man, even on the business and personal side. So once you actually clean your credit profile up, or if you contact me and I get your credit profile clean for you, I'm going to actually help you get that funding. So that way you'll be able to invest in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Now, if you follow these steps, I promise you'll start seeing results and possibly be done with your credit report if you join my school community in the next 30 to 60 days, guys. You can actually do what it takes to go from down in the dump, slum, 400 credit score to a 700 plus credit score in the next 60 days. Now, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments if you learned some value while watching this video at all. And like I said, and if you also need help, don't hesitate to tap in with me. Join my school community. You'll see me in there. I go live twice a day, Monday through Thursday, and I'll be more than happy to assist you with questions that you have. Until next time, peace. Get those negative items removed, and let's get some funding.